Guys, welcome to Miss Titut's YouTube channel. Today we're going to learn about prefer and would rather. Before we start, let's watch this video.
Do you like using crayons? Yes, I prefer crayons to color pencils. What about you? I'd rather use color pencils.
So, as I told you before, today we're going to learn about prefer and would rather. I prefer crayons to color pencils. We just watched Ali and Azra talk about their preference. Azra prefers crayons while Ali prefers color pencils. This is the dialogue. Do you like using crayons? Yes, I prefer crayons to color pencils. What about you? I'd rather use color pencils. Prefer and would rather is used to show preference. We can use noun with prefer. For example, I prefer crayons to color pencils. Or I prefer EXO to BTS. Crayons, color pencils, EXO and BTS are nouns. We can also use prefer with verb ing. For example, I prefer sleeping to jogging. Or I prefer riding a bike to driving a car. Please pay attention that when we use prefer, we have to use to. So it's I prefer riding a bike to driving a car. We can also show preference by using I would rather or shortened I'd rather. When we use I would rather, we need verb to show preference. For example, I'd rather use color pencils than use crayons. Or I'd rather ride a bike than drive a car. As you see, use and use here and also ride and drive are verbs. Now let's practice. Can you make a sentence based on the following cues? Number 1, we have prefer and books and movies. Number 2, we have prefer and staying home and sightseeing. And number 3, we have would rather and walk and run. Can you do it? This is the answer. Did you do it right? For number 1, prefer books, movies become I prefer books to movies. For number 2, prefer staying home, sightseeing, we have I prefer staying home to sightseeing. And for would rather walk and run, we have I'd rather walk than run. Do you understand? Now, why don't you do a quiz? Which one is incorrect? Is it A, I prefer tea to coffee? Or B, Ali prefers drink tea than coffee? And the answer is Ali prefers drink tea than coffee is incorrect. Because when we use prefer, we have to use to, not than. What about this one? Which one is incorrect? Is it I prefer football to futsal? Or Gina prefers drinking tea to coffee? Gina prefers drinking tea to coffee is incorrect because we should use Gina prefers drinking tea to drinking coffee. drinking tea to drinking coffee. And this is the last one. Which one is correct? Is it Azra would rather sleep than play, or Azra would rather drawing than coloring? And the answer is Azra would rather sleep than play. This is the end of our today's lesson. Keep practicing because practice makes permanent. I'll see you again in the next video. Bye!